Hi, Gary Chillingworth here for Airgunner Magazine, Shooting and Country TV. Welcome to Life at the Range. Okay, well, we've got a bit of a change again this week. Yeah, bit of a mistake. I've got a compressor. I'll put a picture up here, and we're doing a video on will a budget compressor work? How to make them useful for HFT and for filling tanks and guns, and is it worth spending 150 quid on one of these as opposed to £3 on a proper compressor? Unfortunately, whilst filming the video, I managed to snap the breather tube. So we put it together, but wasn't able to use it. So we're waiting for a new breather tube to come up, and that should be out in a couple of weeks. But that gave me a chance to do a video that I've been looking forward to doing for a while, a budget Springer, or to be more precise, an HW95. One of the cheaper Springers on the market, or you can get some really cheap Springers, 150 quid, something like that, and they can be a lot of fun. But we're talking about entry-level Springers that you could use in competition. Things like the HW99, HW95, Walther LGV, LGU, and there are some other great budget Springers around about the £400 mark. So we've got here the HW95, and let's see how accurate we can get it. Let's see whether or not a budget Springer will knock down targets from 8 to 45 yards. Welcome to Life at the Range. Slightly wet today. Okay, so our first target is out of 15 yards. Let's see what sort of accuracy we can get. We've got virtually no wind here. It is raining a little bit. We're using JSB 452 8.44 grain pellets straight out of the tin. So we'll put our first round down range. Actually, we'll put our turret caps back on. We've just zeroed the rifle. Now, the interesting thing about the 95, you can probably see it's long, really long. Compared to my TX200 Hunter carbine, it feels like I can almost lean out and poke the target. Now, I'll just double check. Did I load that? Yes, I did. Safety on. Okay, we're just going to put one round downrange. Now, the first thing that we can see is with my TX, I can rest the butt on the ground and I can get a huge amount of stability. Because this doesn't have an adjustable cheek piece or an adjustable butt pad, I'm going to have to shoot out the shoulder. So you can guarantee it will not be as accurate. Okay, first round, just put it in the middle of the target so we've got something to aim at. There we go. Well, at least I hit the carball. Okay, so round number one. Always found cocking brake barrels laying down considerably harder than underlevers. Now, strange, that's another thing I've just noticed. When I shoot my TX, I wrap my hand around the peg and I'm pushing the rifle against the peg with my thumb. Here, I turn my hand around, so my thumb is now behind the peg, and it's more comfortable to rest it in that part of the hand, with my forefinger giving very, very slight pressure on the outside of the rifle. Okay, please don't suck. Okay, well, that's a good start, straight through the same hole. Okay, pellet number two. Maybe I should say please don't suck before I take every single shot. Good. Very good. Third shot, 15 yards. Okay, that one either went slightly right or slightly left. I'm not sure exactly which. We'll be able to see in the slow-mo, if we do a slow-mo. But again, that's still within the 15 mil distance of a 15 mil kill zone, so that would still be a kill at 15 yards. Okay, final shot. Okay, I'm going to aim on the right-hand side of that group, because I think that shot went left. And again, I think that went through the same hole. So, 15 yards, that's as good as a PCP. So, let's go out. Let's shoot a 25-yard, 15 mil kill, because that's probably one of the harder targets you get in HFT. So, 15 mil, 25 yards. Let's give that a lash, couple of shots. Okay, so we have a target set out at 25 yards, 15 mil. I'm really bad with my targets. They're all from flopover.co.uk and they're absolutely superb. But I leave them out all winter in the rain, in the snow, you name it. And I really need to lubricate the paddles more, and I don't because I'm bad. So what we're going to do is, because the paddle is a bit stiff, we're just going to aim at the pellet mark. And you'll be able to see whether or not you feel it will be a kill or not. Okay, 25 yards, 15 mil. Okay, I can already tell that this is harder because I can't rest the rifle on the deck. So I'm definitely not as stable. Now, to be honest with you, I can't guarantee to get these with my race gun. Now, my race gun is a TX200 with a 22mm internal piston, an aftermarket stock. Barrel weight runs at about 1,300 pounds. Weighs an absolute ton. You can rest it on the deck. And this is bog standard, out the box. I haven't even adjusted the trigger. Have I wasted my money? No. Okay, that was me. Quite a heavy trigger. I was trying to pull, and I yanked it. And I pulled the pellet right. So that would have been a plate, but would have been a miss. Quite a big miss, but that was down to me. Okay. Fractionally left. I mean, those three that we've put down, or sorry, the two that I've put down, probably around about a 20mm group. So let's have one more. And low. Well, maybe today isn't my day for 15 mils. That is definitely the trigger. There's nothing wrong with the trigger, but it's not a trigger that I'm used to. I'm used to a super light trigger, and I've not spent a huge amount of time with this gun. That is frustrating. Okay, so here we are. We have a Spitfire out of 40 yards. This isn't going to be easy. I think the gun's capable. I don't know if I am. This has really made me think about me as a shooter. Now, I'm well aware that I'm not the shooter I used to be. I used to be fairly good at this, but recently, on the range, with all my proper kit, not proper kit, with all my like high-end kit, I can drill holes. But when I get into competition, recently, I just can't shoot. Don't know why. Would you be interested in looking at a video at the sort of things that can happen when, when you go wrong, things that can essentially make you suck all of a sudden? think that could actually be quite an interesting video. Right, so 25mm, 40 yards. I think this is probably the hardest shot you get on an HFT course. Yeah, the 45 yards are slightly longer, but the kill zone is 10mm bigger. It's 35mm. It's only 5 yards longer. So let's see how we do with this. The gun is good. There is nothing wrong with the gun. It's me. Really is me. Let's have a look. Oh! Okay. Good idea, if you're shooting at 40 yards, don't use your 30-yard aim point. Maybe that's the reason I do so badly on an HFT comp. Great, it's starting to rain now. Okay. Right, use a proper aim point. This time you're plumb. Okay, fractionally right, just outside. There is a little bit of left to right wind out there, but I've noticed a lot of my misses go right, and I think that's because I'm yanking on the trigger. So, deep breath. Think about your trigger control. Terry Doe says that when you shoot a target, keep the trigger pulled in until the pellet hits the target. Makes you think about follow through. I think it's a really good idea. I think I'm going to do that, Terry. Well, we killed it. Maybe I should listen to Terry more. Just don't ever tell Terry Doe I said that. Okay, we'll just reset it. There we go. Okay. Breath, hold, trigger. Well, slightly to the right again. Slightly low. I'm now getting very wet. Okay, we've got a kill. I think there is actually a little bit of wind out there that I can't see. Okay, we'll reset. Okay, it didn't quite reset. I did actually hit the reset plate. I promise. Come on, Gary. Okay, next shot. Got a kill. Okay, it's not too bad. See, now that I'm thinking more about my breathing, my hold, and my trigger technique, which, to be honest with you, is something I don't have to do with my race gun, and you don't really need to do with the PCP. Okay, we just reset it. It's not something you massively need to do with the PCP. I think it's fair to say that my technique for shooting a fairly budget Springer needs to improve. So, last shot, let's walk through it. We know it's 40 yards. So, rifle in the shoulder, grip the peg. Light pressure on the left-hand side of the gun, pressure on the peg with your thumb. Stock in the shoulder, but not held tightly. We're going to give it slightly left edge because of the wind. Hold your breath, or breathe in deeply and hold. Breathe out fractionally. Oh, splitty. Bit splitty, hit low. Let's reset it and do one more. But that's 3 kills out of the last 3 of the 25mm at 40 yards. Reset. So 3 out of 3 for the last 3. That's not bad. Well, in fact, it's actually very good. Okay. Last kill, last shot. And we finish on a miss. It's a good gun. It's accurate. It's well built. It's a Weihrauch. It's everything you'd want from a budget Springer. I just need to learn to shoot it better. I'm going to have to dry these pellets as well. So 15mm, we put in a really tight group. At 25, yeah, it's not too bad. At 40, well, we were knocking down 25mm kills. One of the hardest targets you get in HFT. So this gun is certainly more than capable of shooting. It just comes to the soft, jiggly bit behind the trigger. And this one seems today to be a bit lacking. Don't know why, but we're always trying to be honest on the range. You know, I'd love to be able to sit down and just go bang, 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 and knock everything down. I was actually shooting this the other day, and I was flopping targets down all day long. So I think there is definitely something wrong with me. Might be in my eyes, lack of sleep, whatever, we don't know. But this is something we're going to look into. I think we're going to leave it there today. As ever, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. We're going to really get into this compressor thing, which hopefully will be in a couple of weeks' time if we get the bit. As ever, please like, share and subscribe the video. It really does help. Look after each other. Take care of yourselves. And be the person that your dog thinks you are. Take care. Ta-da. I suck. Suck. You suck. I suck. We suck.